What's up, everybody? This is Ed here once again for the Blood Type Online YouTube channel, and today it's time for another DVD review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the kind of a short review that I did on the original Evil Bong. Well, it's time to do the sequel, Evil Bong 2, King Bong. Once again, this comes to us from Full Moon Features. You can check them out at www.fullmoondirect.com. Also, if you guys wanted to pick this up, if you go to fullmoondirect.com and pick up a copy, they'll send you the first movie for free along with it, so that's a pretty good deal in my book. But this time, you have the cast returning from the first film. You have Alistair, the nerdy character, you have Larnell, you have all the stoner buddies, and in this go-around, if you will, Alistair's coming around to revisit some of his friends after moving on, or after they've moved on from college, and to find out that basically they are having some very strange things going on. Basically, one of the characters is a narcoleptic. Larnell is completely sexually aroused by just about anything and humps just about anything in the film. And also, their other roommate is gigantically fat now and can't stop eating. They find out that this is all side effects from smoking out of the Evil Bong. And of course, they run into the delivery guy, Rabbit, from the first film, who basically gives them a rundown of the origin of where the Evil Bong is from. The Evil Bong happens to be from a jungle in South America, so of course, to find the cure for the ailments that his friends are having, Alistair comes up with the idea of going to South America and trying to find a cure. Now, so far, it sounds like basically a straightforward movie, but it's not. It's completely stupid and hilarious. But the thing about this one is they go to South America, like in the jungle. They run across the dangerous Poontang tribe. Anyway, and also they run into Larnell's grandfather again, who is just as scathing and vulgar as he was in the first film. I'm not going to say how they run into him or what he has to do with it, because it has something to do with the plot of the movie, but it's funny. And also, there's tons of boobage in this one as well. And also, basically what happened is, if you watch the first film, spoiler alert, if you haven't, they destroy the bong. And it just so happens that Larnell had kept pieces of the bong just in case. And when they go to South America, they find out that there's an even more powerful bong called the King Bong. Now, on the cover, it makes it look like it's a gigantic bong, but it's really not. It's just a small bong, but it's a male version of the Evil Bong. So in this movie, you basically get two bongs mouthing off at each other that are evil, nonetheless. You get tons of naked tribeswomen from the Poontang tribe. You have Amy Paffrath playing a character in the movie, and she's super hot, too, by the way. And but it's hilarious. It's another stupid example of a Charles Band movie. But I actually like this one better than the first one, which kind of surprised me. But to be honest, this one is just completely whacked out and goofy, and that's really the reason why I liked it. I mean, it's a typical stupid horror comedy, but with Charles Band taking the lead and you know, trying to make it about bongs. Once again, just like the first movie, if you're into stoner comedy at all, you're going to think this one is hilarious. At least I did. And the characters are funny, too. I mean, because they're dealing with their ailments throughout the movie. Like the guy that's constantly fall asleep, so he's narcoleptic, and he's constantly falling asleep, no matter what's going on. There's another guy who can't stop eating the entire movie. And there's another guy that can't stop fucking or humping everything in sight. Obviously, this leads to some hilarious stuff in the movie. And there's one particular scene in which Alistair is visiting with his friends for the first time, and you see all the ailments that these guys are having. It's one of the funniest scenes that I've seen in a movie like this in a long time. And it goes on, and it's hilarious the whole time. So it's definitely a reason to see the movie, I'll give you that. And plus, the stuff with Larnell's grandfather, too, is hilarious as well. So I definitely give this one a recommendation, probably even more so than the first movie, just because I think there's more laughs in it, and, you know, it doesn't rely on the goofy cameos like the first movie did to kind of let it pass through. This one's also not as dry as the first one. I mean, I thought there were some parts that really dragged in the first movie. In this one, it's pretty much straightforward. It's a few minutes shorter, so it only runs about 80 minutes. And you know, it's pretty much what you would expect out of a Charles Band movie about an evil Bong that wasn't in the first evil Bong movie. So, you know, like I said, you guys can pick this up at fullmoondirect.com. Pick it up all over the internet. I know I told people to look out for the first movie a few different ways if you wanted to find it cheap. Your best bet for this one's probably to get it from Full Moon Direct because it's brand new. And if you buy it from them, you get the first movie for free if you don't have it or if you haven't seen it. So it's a nice little deal, and also it's, you know, sure, it's a stupid movie, but every once in a while it's fun to sit back and have fun with something, not take something totally serious, and sometimes we're in the mood for something brainless. I mean, at least that's the way I get. So I definitely recommend that people check this one out. I think it might surprise you a little bit more than what you're expecting. I mean, I know I felt that way about the first two movies, or about the first movie, and then ended up feeling this way too about this one. Some funny stuff, pretty cool. Definitely recommended. Check out Evil Bong 2 King Bong. I believe it's on DVD July 11th. So check this out. It's worth it, especially if you like the first one. I think you'll really, really enjoy this one. But like I said, it's from Charles Band. It's from Full Moon. So if you have any idea what that means, then you know what you're going to get. It's definitely better than a lot of the other stuff I've seen of his. And, you know, it's better than a lot of stuff that I see go direct to DVD now, too. Mainly because it has a good sense of humor about itself. It's not trying to reinvent horror or the comedy. It's just kind of going through the motions. And it's a good time. So I definitely recommend it. So check that out, Evil Bong 2 King Bong. So, go watch some fucking stoner comedies, guys. Thanks for watching the videos, and see you next time here on the Blood Type YouTube channel.